Hey, so this and the last video were filmed minutes in between, but I'm wearing a different shirt for continuity purposes. So, what I want to talk about is what I'm going to do, at least to start with the personal habits that, I think we all know that having good habits can lead to a very good life. It can make a lot of difference, to be honest. So I think if I remember correctly in this channel I did talk about monk mode and I did do that for a while. I think I did at least 3 months straight. Except for the last point, which I think was the nofap thing. I did fail that. But the rest of it, the reading, exercise, no drinking, I did do that for 3 months straight, and then I did on and off. I think the reading I did keep it going. I did stop drinking I started drinking again at 3 months, but I'm not trying to get sober because I don't have a problem with it. I can live perfectly without it, but I do drink every once in a while. So I'm going to get back into a few of these habits that I think used to help me a lot. So the first one, like I mentioned before, is exercise. I still, I think I'll start going to the gym in the mornings. I don't really see much other choice because I did do swimming at night, but then it became hard to go at night because I had class at night. So I finished my class and I just wanted to go home. And yeah, I just, started losing the energy for swimming at night, which, with discipline, I could get back into it. So maybe if I don't do one, I'll do the other. But that's my exercise. So either I go in the gym in the mornings or I go swimming at night. The second thing that I'm going to retake is reading. I think reading um, at least 10 pages a day. I think that's good enough. Um, Now, I'm also reading for my Swedish studying purposes, but I'm not gonna count that as reading. So I have two books in Swedish that I'm reading. I'm just going to keep rereading those for studying purposes, so they don't count as my daily read. So I'm going to read either a book in Spanish or in English. Um, so there is the alcohol. No, I'm sorry. I'm not sure about taking off the alcohol. I don't think it's that big of a problem right now. I don't drink too often. But let's go exercise, reading. Then there was the no fap. I think that was a very important, and I think that is a very big problem of mine. I have to admit, I have a problem with it, and it seems like I can't stop it. And I think that's for me that's been the hardest part to quit because I've smoked cigarettes before, and it was very easy to quit. Alcohol, I can start drinking some often and then not drink for a month, and it doesn't do a difference. Um, I did vape a little bit, but vape's not good at all, and I don't do anything else. But yeah, nofap is going to be a big important thing, so I'm also gonna do that. I did other habits. Well, one of the other habits I had was my time for studying. So I guess we'll count that as four. So studying, but in studying it means, well, studying, but also doing other stuff that's beneficial for me. So when I was talking in the other video about the knowledge part, maybe uh, investigate some things, or do research deeper into a subject, or maybe stuff that I have to do in the day. I'll do that as four. So for now, I'll leave it there. I'll do an update if I have to add more. I think the alcohol, I won't do it just now, but maybe later. Um, but like I said, it's step by step. If I feel the need, and if I think, okay, you know what, I need to cut alcohol, I'll do it. And that's why the video format is here, because maybe at some point I will be forced to do it. I don't think so. And I'm not saying I'll be forced to do it in a sense of, oh, I have a problem, but more in a sense of, you know what, it's really just not benefiting me at all. So, and the alcohol is just for social purposes. So yeah. Um, So I think this is going to be my, okay, I was forgetting the fifth one, cold showers every morning. That's the other thing I'm gonna start doing. So yeah, I think the point of monk mode, because I didn't mention that, is doing a few habits that will, or technically should, change my life. You know how every YouTuber now uses these exaggerated titles. um and I mean, I'm not saying they don't, but it's a long-term time type of thing, you know. So I've heard cold showers are very beneficial. I've seen a few videos on it. I think I mean, it cannot do any harm, so why not? Um, then exercise, everyone I think knows is good, and I've been feeling pretty shitty without exercise. So yeah, I'm eager to get back on it. Then what was the other one? Well, the studying part, I think that's necessary to dedicate a space, because for me it's been, you know, a little bit disorganized. I do and I don't, and I do and I don't. So, you know, I'm just gonna be like, hey, you know, from this time to this time I'm going to study, and I'm not gonna use my phone. And one of the things is I wanted to record that, so that I don't use my phone. So that's okay. What I said, monk mode. I'm sorry. Cold showers, exercise, studying, reading. That I'm going to record myself so that I don't stay on my phone, and, you know, I record myself reading. And the nofap thing. So I'm gonna leave it at 5. The point of monk mode was not to do more than 6. So the alcohol should be 6, but I'll keep that for maybe later. So monk mode said not to do more than 6, so that you don't get overwhelmed with the habits. That it's simple enough and it's a few enough that, you know, it doesn't get overwhelming. So I think we'll start with those habits, and then, you know, I'll keep recording other videos about updates and stuff. And I think the other videos where I'm recording myself actually doing all the stuff that I'm saying, I think what I'm going to do, like I said, it's simple editing. So maybe I'll record myself going to the gym, and maybe do part real time, then maybe time lapsed, or yeah, and then I'll cut that, and then maybe having the cold shower, you know, I'll do a shot that isn't, you know, that is YouTube friendly, and maybe then I'll cut to doing the studying, you know, or in my research or whatever I have to do. But the point is that whatever I'm recording myself doing on the computer is important. It's not wasting time. And reading too. So I'll record all of that. And yeah, I'll keep updating. So I think I'll just gonna do, like, you know, maybe an update like this, like, hey, you know, this has been my day today. I did this, I did that, I did that, and talk about my feelings, whatever. And then I'll do the cuts saying, okay, well, here's my exercise, here's the reading, the cold shower, in whichever order they came. So maybe not everything's gonna be in order. Maybe I won't have the tightest schedule, but like I said, everything is going to be evolving. So yeah, I'll do it as I see it fits, but at least right now, at the very start, say I'm starting, so let's pretend I'm at rock bottom, which I could be worse, but I'm not too good. So my idea is to go just up and up and up, and maybe a little bit down, but exponentially going up. So right now I'm just going to be building up on what I'm doing. So maybe I'll start doing a little bit, you know, not best, like I said, this format or my schedule or my habits. Well, my habits will change, but even those I can do them better. So maybe, you know, spice up the cold shower, or read a bit more, or do more exercise. I'll see what I can do, but I'll start by first doing them, then see if I can do them better, see if I can add something else, and step by step, keep growing and doing better. So that's the plan.